Welcome to ESTNN. My name is Malik, and today we are going to talk about Valorant agents. Before we get started, if you like this video, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and hit that bell notification if you want to stay up to date on when we post new videos. Omen is a Valorant agent that is equipped with shadows, inducing paranoia and taking calculated flanks. For anyone who has played Overwatch, Omen looks a lot like Reaper, and he also shares his teleportation skill. The controller class takes advantage of smoke abilities to cut off vision, and Omen uses this opportunity to induce fear. Omen can traverse the map and gain information, while his abilities put the enemy at a disadvantage and cause confusion. Dark Cover is Omen's signature ability, and it can be placed nearly anywhere on the map. Dark Cover conjures a dark purple orb of smoke that blocks enemy sight for a short period. Where Dark Cover will be placed is visible on the minimap when using the ability, but you can switch the mode of how it is placed. In the primary mode, Omen simply pushes Dark Cover forward to its desired location, but in the alternate view, he looks at the map through the Shadow Realm, gaining more control over where he places his dark smokes. There was a glitch where people could use this alternate view mode to peek walls and get some insight, but not to worry, that's been fixed and he can't identify enemies in this secondary view. The alternate view is incredibly useful at determining precise location and elevation of Dark Cover. When the ability is used, enemies can gain insight on where Omen is located, making rotations a necessity at times. Omen's second ability, Shrouded Step, is this Valorant agent's way to get from one place to another safely. As mentioned previously, this is very similar to Reaper's Shadow Step, and Omen will disappear and materialize wherever he marks after a short delay. This is a short-range teleportation ability that Omen can use to gain the high ground or simply reposition. Sometimes Omens will use it to switch which side of the doorway they are on, or to kind of fake out the enemy. The ability can be cancelled, and it has a noticeable audio cue when activated. So it is not uncommon that professionals will use this ability and cancel it in order to psych up the opposition and keep their head on a swivel. Dark Cover can be placed on an objective, then teleported into with Shrouded Step to conceal Omen's location and get off a really sneaky spike plant or defusal. Paranoia is a way for Omen to get into the heads of the enemy team and restrict their vision. This ability is sent forward by Omen, and when it hits an enemy or groups of enemy, they will be nearsighted. Nearsight is a unique flash-like ability that restricts the vision of those affected by it. Nearsight places a shadow over the agent's eyes that it affects, and it makes it impossible to see past a few feet in front of you. This valuable tool will push back the opposition and deter them from peeking along sight lines, especially if you know that there is a sniper sitting in a back corner. Like the other agents in the controller class, knowing where the enemy is located or just having a basic understanding of rotations and enemy positioning will help a lot with Paranoia, because often enemies will try to hide in a little corner or out of a logical position so that way they don't get hit with the ability. If you push into a small area where an enemy has been nearsighted, just know that when you get close enough to them, they will be able to see you as clear as day despite having the near sight effect. Omen has more movement capability than most other agents in Valorant, with the exception of Jett. His ultimate ability from the shadows is a powered up version of Shrouded Step, and once activated, Omen will select anywhere on the map he wishes to teleport to, and he appears there as a shade before completely teleporting. The shade can be destroyed by the enemy in this period, and Omen can use this little intermediate period where he is a shade and hasn't quite left his original position to peek out the backside of an objective or try to get the flank on. If Omen does choose to, the ability can be cancelled, but if he decides to go through with it, after a short period, he will rematerialize wherever his shade was and completely throw the enemy off guard. Omen uses this ability to scout out positioning, make rotations for a sneaky spike plant, or just to simply psych out the enemy. Popping the ultimate and then not teleporting but using it to gain information is super powerful, but just know that the enemy won't fear where you're coming from, but rather be forced to reposition now that you know exactly where they're located. Omen's abilities are at their most powerful when used together to make the enemy team second guess their every move. Valorant's release of patch 1.0 brought quality of life changes to a few agents, and Omen received better control of where his dark cover is placed. On top of that, he was a somewhat passive agent, but he thrives on confusion and gains the most utility when carrying out a flank. Being able to cancel out two of his abilities opens up a lot of opportunity for mind games and makes Omen deadly against uncoordinated teams. My name is Malik. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure to drop us a like. If you want to stay up to date on all of the other videos that we are putting out, in addition to all of our Valorant and other esports related stuff, make sure to hit that subscribe and that bell icon so that way you will get notifications whenever we post new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.